Good morning everybody and welcome to Norfolk. It's Hugh from Berthon. I've travelled out of the cattle grids and it's worth it because we've got an absolute beauty of a day up here in Norfolk and we're looking at an absolutely beautiful boat. So this is ZAIN. She is an absolute beauty of a Duchy 35. She's two owners from new. We sold her to a present owner who's looking for something a little bit larger. She's a 2019 build. As you can see, she's got this wonderful aft cockpit here. Nice bathing platform to assist you getting on with a nicely built gate there. And then you've got this fab wheelhouse in here which we'll pop into in a minute. Really nice side decks either side and good foredeck there. Real easy for anchoring. I hope this mic is working. I've been given it by Harry and he tells me it's going to work, so I hope it is. You've got anchor windlass up on the front with remote controls inside that nice little locker there. Blue hull with white boot top and red anti-fouling. Triple screens here, really good solid polished stainless pulpit heading up forward. Rails on top of the cabin top, and then we've also got solar on this. We've got all sorts of stuff. We've got opening port lights up there. As you can see, solid teak capping rail, teak decks right the way through. Got the window covers on at the moment. This cleverly tells you that she is a Duchy 35. Another nice stout grab rail there just to help you as you're coming out of the cockpit, because you've got a really neat step there. And that's where we are popping into now. Gold caviter line. A really classic boat and a really useful actually. Haven't picked up on that before, but there's rubber fendering right the way aft and this nice big solid pantographing door here with storage bucket inside. Teak is in absolutely apple pie order, and she's got a nice big canopy that encloses all of this space as well if the weather isn't quite as nice as it is today. So looking at the mooring kit, we've got rollers on these fair leads here with big bits to take care of your lines. Ensign staff there, that's down in the second cabin. She's the two cabin version with the raised saloon. Whale hot and cold transom shower in there, and she's got the varnished transom which sets her off just beautifully. So heading in here, we've got a table in here. It is in absolutely perfect order. The boat has run 146 hours on a pair of Yanmar 8LV 350 horsepower diesels which sit directly underneath here. She's generated, so we've got a little smart whisper just down underneath in there. That's all super clever. There's a plate back here. It tells you that she is category B, built by Cockwells down in Mylor Creek. You've got real neat little downlights around the cockpit here. It's a really super well thought out boat. And this handy little overhang here allows you both to put lights in here and for us to put a radar mast up there like so. Bulkhead doors aft are all in teak, high gloss varnished, and they fold flat pretty much against these buttresses here. Got your manual bilge pump there, and she's got a Fusion stereo system with speakers out here as well as inside. So that's kind of the cockpit. So underneath here we've got tanks on either side, massive storage void in the middle, and then generator aft, and your batteries are just along this forward bulkhead. And then we've got a pair of 8LVs in here at 350, so they'll push you up to a top speed of 28-29 knots, so really happy cruising at kind of 23. Two versions of this boat. One has a single cabin with the galley dropped down there, This one usefully has a second cabin underneath there, which is really usable, gives excellent access down to everything underneath here. So you've got charging bits and all that sort of stuff down below there. But we'll just have a look at the galley. So set on the port side, loads and loads of light coming in here. We've got a power points, then these big picture windows in here running right the way through the boat with an opening side door onto the port deck. But back to the galley, as Keith Floyd might have said. Nice Corian moulded black top here. It is completely unmarked. Open it up and you have a sink, hot and cold there, stainless steel, and a can induction 2-zone hob here. No gas on this boat, she is fully electric, so you've either got a shore power 230 volt ring main or your generator back in there. Isotherm front loading fridge, Bosch microwave, that's all your cutlery. She's got a full set of nice crockery down in there. Moving forward, we have the helm seat here, fold down bolster there, it's in pristine nick. Starting at the bottom underneath, you'll see A1 beautiful set of Duchy 35 blown crystal. Can't remember who makes this, that's terrible of me. And all of this stuff, it's all rather Gucci. What you'll also notice is that the drawers are A1 soft close and all dovetailed joints properly. Comsula. Sensible laminate floor here, big removable panel underneath there. Table is beautiful, marquetry. Drops down, think it makes a bed. This seat's clever, that goes there, you can sit there and you can look that way, or you can pull it this way, sit here, and it's all rather good. Absolutely, I don't know what colour this is, but it's sort of oyster. Another great Euro UK boat building brand, but this is a Duchy. It's completely unmarked, it's pristine throughout. Very, very, very careful owner, obviously. The decks are all beautifully bright. Got a nice handhold here. Rock and roll forward bench, so that flicks up so that you've got a navigator's table here with a really nice view and an opening drop down window there. Lights up here, overhead hatch, more light, and that gives you light into the second cabin. All your oars and swords underneath here, and then we've got a perch for the helm there. This is your main kind of console thing, so we'll do that and then we'll nip out onto the deck. Spotlight, bow thruster, Lenco trim tabs, Eberspacher heating. She's also got Dometic air conditioning. Steering wheel makes it go where you want, throttles make it go where you want. Engine thingy there, so that hits the ignition, that does all your engine stuff. Very exciting. This is Duchy's really smart panel here, so we can go to gauges here, which is giving us water tank, black tank and fuel. We can go to lighting, he says, which does your onboard lighting. We've got switching here, which does all of your generator, fridges, all that sort of stuff. And we've also got a horn one, so if I press that, it makes a noise. She's also got Seakeeper, so if you hit the Seakeeper one, it takes you to the Seakeeper screen, so really useful when you're at anchor and you don't want to wobble at all. And we'll go back to home page there. So that's all that. Engine start, stop, RPM, all the rest of it, and you can also put gauges on this jobby here. Let's have a look at that. All that sort of stuff. So great electricery, chart, radar, all of that stuff. Interchangeable, little odds and sods pocket down here. Let's go and have a look at that deck. And a Raymarine VHF up there. So it's got demisters for the inside screens as we head out. I'll tell you what, we'll go the other way. In-mount sat telephone thing. Oh, very, very sunny day. Massive big hatches, all really well built in apple pie order. That tells you what you've got. It's Cockwells, built down in Mylor Bridge by Dave and the crew. That again, if you've forgotten what it is, tells you what it is. We've got diesel tank filler here. We've got nice pronghorn cleats for the side with a nice little aperture there to let your lines through. Waste tank disposal is that. Nice pantographing side door here, really good seal, locks into there. Comme cela. We got one step up and we are on your forward deck. So triple windscreens, each with individual wiper with wash wipe, searchlight up here, loads of trickle charging solar panels up on there, and those opening port lights. The sailor up there is your Inmarsat, that is your quantum radar, and there's also a life raft back set on there. There are big sun pads that go over here with an infill in the middle, so that's all really good. And then we've got a nice foredeck area here. It's all kept really nice and clear, uncluttered. Again, these big prong nose cleats with nice apertures. It's windy up here. Yeah, it's rather nice. I haven't chased all the spiders out of here. We are on the Broad, so you do expect a couple. Let's open this up. Oh, there we go. It's pretty good. Windlass, self-operating anchor. Just pops over there, and then you've got the chain and drum there, and a nice mooring bit there, and a little locker lid. Close that all away, and it all looks terribly neat. Right, let's continue the tour inside. Little fender tie-on cleats, really neat, drop down. That ain't moving. And we'll head into this bit. So we're back into the main wheelhouse again now. 2 steps and you're down onto the accommodation deck, as it were. Right, where should we start? Let's start here. 2 drawers, large double centerline berth. Beautiful. Look at all this, just beautiful. So big storage locker here. It's got life jackets and fire extinguisher in it and all that sort of stuff. Overhead hatch, fusion control, headboard, 3 lockers, heating vent, got that running at the moment. Really useful little storage lockers. Air conditioning grill, 2 opening port lights, port and starboard. A little step to help you into bed of an evening, and the door, like these little beasties, is kept hinged neatly, so it's split down the middle, so it saves on storage space when it's open. That locks it, that holds it where it should be. It's beautifully done. It's completely unmarked, as is its friend over here. There we go. Right, let's do heads. So heads in here. We've got a Tecmar electric flushing loo roll cupboard, towel rail, and then this is really neat. I like this. So you open up this, and you have a gents shaving mirror. Or I guess ladies as well, though that's going to be more difficult, one would think. There we go. Opening port light, storage shelf, sink, pull out shower, little umbilical here, the hook up on here for it. So that all works really neatly, and a nice teak grating underneath here. Moving across, so we're heading across the boat now. We've got the second cabin, so full door on this one, locker in here and a shelf behind it, dressing seat, 2 lockers underneath there, light up here, mirror against this bulkhead, and then in here we've got a really nice double berth, so it's tucked away so your feet are heading out to the starboard side. You've got USB sockets there, you've got another light in there, reading light, blind in there, and then we've got a bit of stuff being stored in here, but that is the infill for the foredeck cushions. That's your light in there, and then down at the back end of the bed there is a drop down footboard, and that gives you really good access to everything else inside the boat. I am going to move aft and we shall have a look in that there engine bay. So here we are, the aft end of ZAIN. That's the full bulkhead door structure closed, and we'll just have a look underneath here at the business end of things. So you've got a pair of hatches which are on really good oomphy gas struts. They're really nicely insulated as well. That's the port one open, and then the starboard one, as you can see, it's really nicely sprung. So you've got fantastic access here. There's also access required if needed through the forward saloon, well, the sort of aft wheelhouse floor. But just to run through these, a pair of 8LV Yanmars. It's a V8 block, turbo on each side, as you can see. These deliver 350 horsepower and will push her along with straight shafts through a pair of Yanmar gearboxes up to about 28-29 knots with a bit of fuel and load on board. You've got central fuel filters there. The fuel lines are really nicely done on all Duchies. There you go. And these have run 146 hours. So those are the gearboxes down there. Access to the shaft is dead easy, and then you've got stuffing boxes behind that. You've got engine remotes here. We've got generator inlet over there, and the generator sits afterwards. You've got your main your main strainers for engine cooling water for starboard engine there, and for port block there. Battery charger ticks along in the corner. As you can see, the fuel pipes are solid coming out of the port tank, exactly the same on the starboard tank. Proper boat building, really nice to be able to get right down on top of these engines. Those will rumble away quite happily, and then we've got a load more switching and battery cabling just alongside the aft bulkhead there. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the whistle stop tour of this wonderful Duchy 35. She is a 2019 built boat, 0036. She's got full teak. She's got massive spec, including Seakeeper, which is all super and smashing. She's got heat on board. She's got air conditioning. I'm just waiting for the sun to come out, as it always does up here on the sunny Broads. So many thanks for watching. If you do have any more queries, then do please drop us a note or give us a call, and many thanks for watching.